Hello, Gen Z. My name is Professor Dr. Kimathi, and my specialty is teaching political science, governmental studies, and ethics. And you call me Gen Z Senior. And when I'm doing these videos, I'm reading from a script actually from God, of what is going to happen. That you, Gen Z, when that heckle of 8 doors that I'm building at Getabushi gets finished, you will sit the elders on rulership seats. If I would say it in Kikuyu, at least you could probably interpret it in Swahili better than me. Because Mugwakifiro said, when that, there shall be built a Dhingira, we shall come to Dhingira later on, of 8 doors. And when that Dhingira is built and get finished, then the young men shall sit the elders on kingly thrones. Now king in Kikuyu is Odhamaki, it is Shodhamaki. So I'm reading from that. And I have prayed to God that, oh God, I wish that now that you have used my hand to build that 8-doored Dhingira, consider me, give me life. They are saying I can't reach those years. I'll have gone like my counterpart, Professor Bedre Ogot, who was teaching history at Makerere, died of old age. Same age. So give me the strength that I reach there and be one of them sitting on the throne, seated by anarchy, you Gen Z. So you see, Gen Z, you are known by God long time ago, because God wants to show that he actually knows things before they happen. This, you are going in a throng and made Ruto to bring out his armed forces against you when you are Kenyans. like you are enemies, they had to defend him from you using the armed forces. Something foretold, and it will happen. But I want people, when you take over the government, you don't go following Gachagua. I want you to go following me. And that's why I'm fighting Gachagua with my mouth. And now today I'll try to be very strict with myself to tell you how Gachagua was to kill King Ruto, the one you call him president. I call him de facto my king. Ruto is mine, therefore. He's mine, my king, because I come from Kenya. And this country has a king, a de facto king called Ruto. Whether blind or seeing, whether ruling using a kakitocracy rule of the worst, whether Ruto is the worst, or he is ruling with kleptocracy ruled by thieves, whether he is a thief, it does not matter. He is a de facto king. Upende, usipende. That's what I want to. And if you would listen to me, so that you do not go to shout at Ruto like he was shouted at on 7th February 2025 by people sent by Gachagua. And knowing that being a Kikuyu, when he is shouted like that, then you run away from Isiolo before the Kikuyus are rounded up. That is how you follow me. Follow the advice that I give you. Get out of Isiolo fast. I send the message. The boys, the young men that are behind me in Isiolo had come out before they went rounding him up. The moment the king, Ruto, when he was shouted, said, wewe, unafikiri unaweza shida na serikali?
Nyinyi vijana, sikizeni vizuri. Hamuwezi kutisha serikali ya Kenya.
That means do you think you can defeat the government? That same afternoon, I did not reach evening, I sent a message through our channels telling Isiolo guys, leave your property and run away. Get out of Isiolo fast before the Gachagua people are got. And I said, those who disappear in that rounding up of Kikuyu in Isiolo, their blood falls in Gachagua hands. Let me tell you about malapropism, which affected me personally. When I heard that, then that was even before Ruto had become the president. And somebody told me, do you know that Gachagua is vying to be the vice president so that he can apply Ngongi on Ruto, so that Ruto dies and he takes over. So now you should be approaching Gachagua to give you a government, a portion of the government. I know I cannot survive Dorcas. I cannot survive Dorcas, his wife. And I'm against Dorcas because she did not stop Gachagua from abusing Mama Ngina. Amefanya dhambi hizi Gachagua, akachagua yeye mwenyewe kufanya hivi. Amemtukana Mama Ngina, na Mama Ngina alikuwa detained wakati wa Maumau. Mama Ngina hakuwa kwa siasa. Mama Ngina wallahi ni mama yetu, tunampenda sana. Alituzalia yule kijana naitwa Uhuru, akamtukana Ngina. Alitaka nini? Alitaka ili akamatwe, ili sasa asemekane, oh, angalia hata tunapigwa. Uhuru hapo alifikiria sana, hakushika yeye. She, being a woman, should have told and apologized. And I'm saying, I've told my husband, you did a bad thing to abuse Mama Ngina. That's what I would have expected. But she did not do that. So let her be ready to be abused, just like her husband abused other women. When I heard that, I did not delay to investigate, because the one who was telling me was very close and actually a member of the government. And I asked him, who were the bandits? Who are people close to Gachagua when he was at the university? And I was directed to one. I don't want to say where, because you see, if I say my source of where I get my information, then people will not be telling me, giving me information. I'll just tell you that he was a person working with the government. So I went to get Abushi and interviewed. I put a place there, because when I'm doing it, I do integrated research. I don't just do research on political science. I also do a research on the belief of the people, their systems of belief. How did they treat their bodies before the incoming of the poisons the white man cheats people with? That it is called what is called medicine. When the body is studying for it, it's called poison's board. They are saying this is medicine. Kikuyus are foolish, because I found them to have very good way of treating, but they don't use it. They go to Kwang'othi. So when I went there, I found a lot of Kikuyus dying at Kwang'othi Hospital. When I talked to this man, Gachagua had not been a vice president. Ruto had not been a king yet. But Ruto had come. If Ruto can remember the day he flew over a building which was large, right on his helicopter pathway, and landed at Gaduthi Primary School, that time is when I was being told that Gachagua wanted to be the vice president so that Ruto can die from Ngongi. He said that, yes. So Gachagua knew actually that, yes, that's why. He was very confident. And one thing, when Gachagua became the president, and I went to the same guy and said, now Ruto will die, and now your friend will be the president, probably will give you, promote you. He didn't want to talk. He was very embarrassed.